Hey everybody, this is Andres at the Graffix Shack in beautiful Ramona, California. And today's video, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. Should I take this t-shirt order? Is it a good deal? Is it not a good deal? Let me know what you think.
Somebody actually hit you up saying that if you could beat the competition.
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it, what they want.
So this customer he's a repeat customer. He's a friend of mine. We work together and he's a good guy. He brings me big orders for the most part. And for the most part, his orders they're simple, one color front, one color back, not a big deal. And it's usually a pretty big order, 100, 200, 300 shirts. So he called me last night and he said he had an order for an event coming up and he wanted to get some shirts from us. I said, all right, cool, what do you got in mind? He doesn't have a design yet. He just has an idea in his head of what he wants. And so of course, I'm gonna have to design it myself. That being said, he mentioned that the last 2 years, they didn't go with me for this particular event. They didn't choose my shop to print their shirts because he said, bro, I don't wanna insult you, but your shirts are really expensive, bro. I said, well, that's just my price, bro. I can't compete with everybody. I'm not always gonna be the cheapest and I'm not in business to be the cheapest. So he told me that 2 previous years, the print shop that he went with charged him for 200 shirts, one color front, one color back, $5 a shirt. When he told me $5, I said, damn, let me know who they are. I'll send them some jobs and then I can just upcharge because just the shirt alone is $5.
The first year you worked with him, how much did you quote him? Do you remember?
I don't remember the actual quote, but I do remember the order. It was for 200 shirts. And I believe that we charged him just under $11. It was like $10.80, $10.25, something like that, just under 11.
But Andres, this is a co-worker. He didn't want to support the business.
So it is sometimes, you know. I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a really good friend. We've been working together in our regular day job for a long time. And you know, he does bring me orders. Like I said, I'm not going to win every bid. I'm not gonna always be the guy, you know. There's other shops out there, you know what I mean, somebody can give you a better price, I'm all for it, you know.
Now, 2 years he didn't go with you. He just hit you up.
Yeah.
For a quote.
For a quote for the same event that he normally hits me up for, yeah.
How much did you quote him on this one?
So he didn't have a design, he didn't have anything, and normally, like I said, his designs are usually, it's just this basic layout on the front, sponsors on the back. It's just a one color shirt. And typically it's gonna be a light color shirt with a dark print. So there's no flash needed. There's nothing fancy about it. So I did some quick numbers. I did a design, just quickly send it out to him in the morning and I gave him some pricing. So when you get customers, because you're always gonna get customers who want the cheapest. Now, if you're in business to be the cheapest, and make the least amount of money, then that's on you. Who am I to tell you no? But I'm not in the business to be a charity, you know. I'm not here to give things out. I have bills that I gotta pay. I'm assuming everybody does, right? So anyway, the regular price after I quoted it and ran the numbers on my computer, I don't remember exactly, but it was like $11.10, $11.05. Now, because I know him and because I like the organization that they represent, normally I would give him a 15% off. In this case, because he hit me with that 5, you know, made me feel bad. and I want to help them out. I really do like the organization. He's a good friend. So I ended up going with a 25% off. So I sent them the quote at $8.50. $8.50 a shirt, 200 shirts, one color front, one color back.
What type of shirts?
Well, that's another thing. He's very picky about the shirts he wants. He wants a nice shirt, nice print. He wants the cheapest, right? So you can't have everything in life. You can't have the cheapest price and the best quality. So normally he likes a soft t-shirt. He doesn't like the regular gilded t-shirts. He doesn't like anything that's like a tough shirt. He wants a nice shirt. So I quoted him District Brand 50/50 shirt, which is it's affordable and it's a very nice shirt.
All right, now, where are you at with this order? Has he told you yes or no yet?
Not yet. So I sent it out in the morning, and so he replied. He said they have a meeting today with the board. They're gonna pitch it, show them my design, give them my quote, and then probably tonight he'll call me and we'll know at the end of the night if we're in or if we're not in.
All right, Andreas. Now, that's one order.
Right.
There's another potential order. 600 shirts.
Yeah.
2-color front, 2-color back. This organization has gone through custom inks and they're charging $12 a shirt. They want you to compete with that. Give them a better offer. Let's break it down.
Let's break it down.
So 600 shirts. What's a decent quality shirt you would recommend for them?
For a nice t-shirt, I would go with the District 5050. It's very soft, it doesn't shrink, and it flows nice. Now, if they're not looking for a 50-50, if they want 100% cotton, but they don't want to pay, the Bella Canvas, the next level price, I would go with Port & Company. Port & Company has a nice shirt, and it's a ring spun shirt. It fits nice. It's not overly, baggy or overly tight. So one of those two is the one that I would go with.
So how much does the next level cost you? Like $4 or $5?
So a next level t-shirt, just the 100%, not the blends or anything fancy, just a regular 100% cotton. Next level is probably in the $5 range. Yeah, like right now, depending on the vendors, you're probably looking at like $4.85 to about $5.20.
Okay, so $5.20. Now the prints. How would you tackle this?
Me being a screen printer, it's a two-color front, two-color back. I can screen print that all day. 600 shirt. I mean, this is like a dream come true for a screen printer. A long run, just 2 colors in the front, 2 colors, nothing fancy, no shading. So this is kind of like what you want if you're in a screen printing business. So I personally would go with a screen print, yeah.
Now, what if someone doesn't have screen printing?
So if you don't have a screen print, the other option would be DTF or heat press vinyl, but heat press vinyl is really out of the question. For 600 shirts, you're gonna be cutting and weeding 600 shirts. It's not gonna be worth your time. So more than likely, if you're not in the screen printing business, you wanna take on this order, you're gonna be going with a DTF transfer.
Kind of like heat transfers.
Yeah, like a heat transfer, yeah.
So one popular one that you use is Super Color.
Right, yeah, Super Color.
We did the numbers, game sheet, for about, I want to say 500 minimum. 500
minimum, yeah.
Yeah, about $4.
Right.
$5, let's just say.
Let's just call it $5.50 after shipping.
Got it, yep. You could put both designs in there.
Yeah, you can
Maybe
easily.
even squeeze in a third?
More than likely, yeah, I think so. Because it's not a big print. It's just a left chest, right? Left chest. And the back print is not too big. So we could probably squeeze in the left chest and probably 3 of the big ones in there.
So if we're able to squeeze both designs on the shirt, let's say $2.50, $3.
About 2, yeah. If we can squeeze both of them in there, a big front and a big back, all in one sheet, then yeah, we're probably looking about $2.50 per design, or per shirt.
How much would you quote this job if you were gonna do transfers?
I'm not gonna bash anybody. All the companies that are in the business of doing transfers, they always tell you that they are gonna make you money because you can press it in 10 seconds. You can press it in 5 seconds. That's not the case. Yeah, you can press it in 5 seconds, but you're not accounting for the time it takes to cut the things out, the time it takes to put the shirt onto the press, bring the thing down, unload it. So all in all, you're looking at around, for me, when I price a DTF, I'm looking at 2 minutes per shirt. So if it's a front and back, 2 minutes times 600, what's that? 1,200 minutes?
Yeah, 1,200 minutes divided by 60 in an hour. 20 hours? I didn't think it was gonna take that long.
Yeah.
So you can't compete with custom ink if you're doing heat transfers.
If you're doing heat transfers, there's absolutely no way, because this particular design, custom ink, is their, like, for us, our bread and butter for screen printing shops that don't have automatic presses. Anything under 200, 500 shirts, you're gonna beat them, because there's no way they can beat you, because their overhead is so much. Anytime you're over 500 shirts, that's what they do. They can knock 500 shirts out in an hour. So how can we compete with that? We can't. So even if I was to screen print it, it's gonna take me, let's just go real quick, let's do the math. So it's gonna take us 20 hours to do DTF, right? So if we do it in screen print, so let's go ahead and multiply it out. 600 shirts, front and 600 shirts back. So we're talking 1,200. So multiply 1,200. No, divide 1,200 by, we can comfortably knock out, I'm gonna say 30. Let's go with 30. So
in an hour.
In an hour. So divide that by 30.
It's gonna take you 40 hours.
So yeah. Even if I was to screen print it, I'm not gonna be at that. Cause like I said, for being a manual shop, I think I can bang them out pretty fast, for being manual. But when it comes to an automatic press, like custom ink, there's just absolutely no way. They can knock that out in 1 hour. So that's how they get you. All right, guys, so that's basically how I go about handling orders, breaking it down and thinking, seeing at the numbers, and does it make sense for me to take on this job? Sometimes you want to do the job because, for example, let's just say it's a big company. You want to get that because it's a big company. You're going to get the rep. But is it really worth the headache? Is it worth your time? I mean, you're taking time away from your family. You're taking time away from whatever it is that you want to do to knock this out. And at the end of the day, if you're not going to be profitable, then it's not really worth it. So you got to know, as they say, when to fold them and when to hold them. But let me know, guys, would you guys take on an order like this? How do you break your orders down? How do you decide whether or not you're going to go and take the order or say, you know what, I'm going to pass? Drop that in the comments below. And if you want to see any more t-shirt content, go ahead and like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.